Hello again. So we just left from Big Flat, I'm assuming. We gotta go to those ladies. Today's quest is all done from what I can tell. Victor. Okay, so I need to go to Victor's. And, well, Anna is on the way, so we can go to her. Maybe we can get some good drugs from them. I see you. Jesus! My immunity just left the chat. Infection, oh god. Oh, I can't even stand still for 1 second, can I? Okay, Anna, what do you have to tell us?
What do you all want from us?
Anna, tell me, what's the deal with this drug testing of yours? We were made to test some strange pills. Yulia, for example, is supposed to enter an infected house, get sick there and die. How's that for a test, huh? Made to? Vlad told me you volunteered. Yes, made to. It was all fixed by the Olgimskis. Vlad is secretly plotting to ruin me and Yulia. He's fond of Laura, though, so she's got something silly and non-threatening. Morphine, I believe. It doesn't even require testing. Morphine doesn't have anything to do with the infection. I still don't understand what you three have to do with this. Why can't Vlad see to the volunteers himself? That's precisely the madness part. Vlad made the Death Seekers promise that if they do get sick, they'll let us know through the morticians. You know, the fellows who have been walking around in theater costumes. And if all goes well, they'll inform their contact. And for some reason, that's me. What do I have to do with it? What kind of drug did you receive? I've been given 3 different drugs. They all ruin your health, but each does that in its own spectacular manner. Give them to me. I'll do the testing. Thank you.
Whose child was...
And I'm just gonna sleep in your bed. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, my hunger is bad though. I should probably eat something. Yeah. 4 hours seems legit. Wait, no, I didn't take a fucking... Oh. Of the bound fallen ill. Should we really read that? That's all just instructions for us to know what to do when a bound person falls ill. Just so you know. I don't think it's really that interesting or necessary. Well, I'm gonna have to sleep some more. Well, I guess I won't finish the quest. But that's fine, I'd rather sleep. If I'm being completely honest. There we go.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain
Unharmed.
A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Oh, the evening letter from the powers that be. Day 4. We have been informed that you have composed a set of instructions for the civilians and initiated the preparation of the town to combat the epidemic. You have ordered the establishment of a hospital and an isolation ward, and are working on setting up other institutions, the morgue, to name one, that the town was previously lacking. These decisions place you in the context of higher responsibility. No longer an army of one, you have decided to mobilize the population to fight the disease alongside you, since your personal accomplishments were not enough. We expect that the measures you have taken are temporary. Speaking of what may be described as the microclimate of the town, we don't want any irreversible changes to take place. In particular, we hope that the instructions you have issued would not lead to any undesirable moods among the local townsfolk. We would rather avoid mass psychosis, depression, or panic are sometimes characteristic of situations like this. Please keep in mind that when we offered to cease the persecution of your laboratory and to facilitate your research, we meant that as a reward for you being able to find a surgically precise solution to the problem. It is of no importance to us if you do it yourself or instigate the Inquisitor to do it on your behalf. Okay. Well, okay. Letters, what about quests? Nothing. Gotta save. Too bad we didn't get all those pills. But we got some. That's still something. Oh, and we gotta loot the trash cans as much as we can. Yeah. What are you mumbling there? Dark times are upon us. The town is dying. For it was written, water shall become blood like that of a dead man. True. Blood spills faster than water, and the body shall be desecrated, and the children shall rise up against their parents. Tell me, have you seen the Ripper? I've seen more than one Ripper. You look in the mirror often, Professor? I'm talking about Ardemi Burak. He looks somewhat wild and wears a leather robe. I've heard about Ardemi Burak. Is he a Ripper, though? Nay, Professor. He's a Hair-Specs. He belongs to the respected Burak family. It's not the same as cutting mongrels. It means something. Although if you really need a mongrel cut. Do you know where he can be found? He settled down at the works on the outskirts of the town, either in the boiler house or in the powerhouse. That's where he is, kind sir. But I would like to add, if I may, that he belongs not to a rough cellar, but rather to a half-pace. What half-pace? I knew his father, Professor. He was a most worthy man. It is due to Isidor's goodwill that Foreman Oyun rather than the Harspex is the current leader of the kin and the taskmaster of the abattoir, for Isidor had a relish for healing and learning rather than power. Yes, I knew Isidor. Interesting conversation. Interesting. So we still have yet to meet Ardemi, and we're on day 5. What's that little dude doing over there? On day 4? Spare some change for a poor miserable actor. Give him food. Yours truly would gladly gobble down anything, even a piece of infected meat from a forbidden storage. I'm so desperate to live just a couple more days to witness the ending. And the miserable actor is you? That's my persona, a miserable actor. Although in all honesty there are no happy masks in the fatal loss. And I'll have you know that it's a classical mime play that's been on the stage of our theater for several generations. If it only has bold masks, just masks and miserable masks. What is the play about? The loss, or rather the fatal loss. Fatal is important here, but not because it has to do with death, but rather because the loss was bound to happen. It's about the inevitability. Where was I? Ah, yes. This tragedy is a mime performance that's become somewhat of a ritual for us. It's the only play we stage. The author remains unknown, although legend has it that they were of divine nature. You only stage one play? Don't you get fed up with it? It has its merits. Firstly, the story is true. Secondly, it adds a precious hint of sacred service to the performance. Throughout all the years the loss has been on stage, it's been accompanied by a chain of mysterious coincidences. One might suggest that the structure of this ancient drama emulates the structure of the universe. So what's the story? The story's all around you, Bachelor. Just look how tragic the tragedy that's unfolding in the town is. As just additional proof to the truthfulness of our esteemed impresario's words, a play is performed on stage. but it's executed in real life. Fine, I'll talk to the Immortal about it.
One of them is trying to fight. Who? This one. The other two will try to thwart their efforts, though.
Interesting. Will they fall into the trap?
I wonder. Look what they've turned the theater into.
I hope they know what they're doing. Unavoidably, blood will be shed tomorrow.
They are, shall we say, both puerile and demented. A real piece of work.
Nothing to say. We've been crying. Our family is ruined. What happened? Do not eat meat. It was banned for a reason. I think meat is precisely where the disease is nesting, and it must have all started with someone stuffing themselves full of infected meat. That's why everyone was blaming a man-eater too. It all makes sense now. What made you think that? Dad and other men attacked the guards yesterday and pried a meat storage open. The meat was then distributed among our neighborhood. Then almost all of them fell sick. And I'm so afraid Mom and I will fall sick and die too. How long ago did you eat the meat? I don't really remember. 5 hours or so, I think. Then it will be okay. If you were sick, you'd have noticed it already. No, kid, leave. Okay, great. Great. I got some nuts. Those are valuable with the little girls. Hey, Bullet Kid. You also like nuts? Nothing. Oh, a drape. Cool. That looks like a good drape. Let's go to Ava's place. Sleep there. Oh right, we didn't get to Victor in time, and he won't give us a reward. Shit. Well, at least we got a couple crowbars now. Ava, you still there?
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Okay, great. Let's go sleepy, baby. Let's go EP. Four hours. I guess we can go back into the town. It's almost light out. It's gonna be 7 a.m. fast. I'm assuming, yeah, the morning of the 5th day has come. We cannot fight this. It all ends in less than 8 days. Day 5, in which the Bachelor regrets his affection for the living and would very much prefer to like the dead. Well, let's see. You made a wise choice, Bachelor, but we've encountered certain complications. What is it? There are already 500,000 people who have agreed to leave the infected districts for the cathedral. It's you who they owe their lives to, Bachelor. You've mentioned complications. There are food issues. We still have enough water, but the people are starving. The crowd is beginning to get cranky. They demand to be allowed to go search for food in the clean districts. If you let anyone out, the whole idea of an isolation ward goes down the drain. Tell them we're almost done with the vaccine. They only need to wait a little longer. 2 days at most. We? I'm almost done with the vaccine. Bachelor Denkovsky, I'm not sure what your instructions were and what Big Vlad's opinion on this is, but we've only received a tiny fraction of the food supply required. People demand that we let couriers in. Oh no, I can give all of my food to them? Absolutely not. I know the town is starving, they know it as well. The goods train is going to arrive very soon. They'll have to be patient. If you say so. Perhaps you would like to know there are more than 700 people inside. Even the upper galleries are crowded already. Let them brace themselves. It won't take long now. Bless your wits and wisdom, Dr. Denkovsky. What's the happy occasion? You've provided people with a shelter. Everyone's gathering at the cathedral. It's a cathedrale. 350 people have already agreed to come over from infected districts. Oh, really? Bachelor, the credit for all the lives saved today is yours. You've made a very wise choice. Come now, no need to blow it out of proportion. You are singing my praises for making an isolation ward and saving all these people. We don't really know if they're gonna fare there that well. Well, compared to their current living situation, I guess it's gonna be better.
Saburov has started a pointless manhunt. What a timely governor.
If the new governor carries on like this, strife will certainly be unavoidable. This is a judicial temper tantrum, a result of total impotence on the part of the authorities. What are you talking about? Several dozen innocent people have been thrown in jail. An even greater number have simply been killed on the streets. But those, at least, were robbers and looters. These poor other people got locked up just because patrolmen didn't like their faces. Who is in jail? First, there were mass arrests because of yesterday's acts of sabotage. They took everyone who had taken part in breaking the water supply, even those who they thought could benefit from the act in some way. That is how several selfless volunteers ended up in jail for distributing water. As if the rest wasn't enough. Secondly, in went everyone who was armed. Alarmed, people had been preparing for fights with these savage Barley's barbers. Many had armed themselves with knives and even pistols in order to protect themselves and their loved ones. Well, this makes sense. And finally, they arrested poor souls caught searching dead bodies, and the buildings already gutted by marauders, including brothers taking lockets from their dead sisters, and homeowners returning to the ashes of their homes. I've heard enough. Saburov will pay for this dearly. The innocent ones. Saburov was driven out to paranoia by the barbers, so much so that he organized a raid. Half the town was in attendance and many innocent people were killed or wrongly imprisoned. While the dead cannot be helped, I could still try to give the survivors their freedom. Well, okay. Perhaps that's a good idea. Perhaps so. I'll think about it. Oh, and an angel's invitation. Bachelor! As I sat down to remember the horrors I had to endure yesterday, a scintillating idea occurred to me. A tiny affair, really, nothing to talk of, no troubles, no undercurrents, no strings attached, nothing, not a trifling. But if it comes to pass, we will both come to a spectacular amount of money. What are you waiting for? Hurry to the Willows. P.S. Please don't tell anyone about this letter. PPS, don't ever speak of our affairs in public. PPPS, keep strictly incognito. Respectfully, AAA. Hello? It's here. The stand plague is already in the left wing. We're working our beaks to the bone, taking the dead out, but the hungry jaws of the sand pest are rustling. Let the uninfected out, quickly. It's futile, although half an hour ago a certain kind person provided us with a display of true goodwill and compassion. He'd bought out several dozen people. I'd like to buy out the rest. Get the cash on the nail. Even if Saburov refuses to take your money, we won't. We're not the scrupulous type. 10,000 per person. What? 60,000 for the whole batch. I don't have that much. We don't know for sure if those people are truly innocent. What if there are thieves, murderers, or looters among them? What if we let an unspeakable villain out? The price includes the risk-taking. Can't you tell a murderer from an honest person? Of course we can't. It's not like the patrol goons cared about the paperwork when they were collaring these poor souls. Who are they? What have they done to deserve this treatment? Hell, if anyone knows now. Forget the poor wretches. Let it go. Unlike us, you can do it for free. There's only a handful of convicts left in there anyway. Alright then, if there are a few of them left, then let them die. Bachelor! You're one corrupt asshole. Apparently, appealing to a higher justice is futile. The rapacious executors demand a ransom. I wonder what use these fearless corpsemen have of money. It is worthless these days anyway. This whole day has been most absurd. 60,000? I have barely 10,000. This is stupid. How am I supposed to buy them out? Oh, I can get... Will Vlad the Younger contribute to freeing the prisoners? I guess I can take the money from them. And if anything, I can just use them to my own means. Not corrupt at all. Just something I need. I need the money more than the other people anyway. Don't I? I could buy a gun, like a better gun with the money. Shit, this game really makes you, do the bad boy things. Bad boy is, I guess not the right word, is it? The villainous things. This is the same dialogue as before.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
Tonight the patrols were grabbing anyone who looked even remotely suspicious. 24 people were arrested just for having a knife or other weapon in their possession. Many were taken for not giving out Yakla's accomplices. Others for looting the dead or their homes. I know, I've talked to Victor Kine. Oh, and what does he say? He thinks the innocent deserve to be freed. I want to bribe the executor guards and free some of these people. Would you be willing to help me? With pleasure. An unexpected gesture from you, though. What's your motive? Duty. I don't readily sympathize with people regardless of which side the bears they're on, but I feel responsible for any acts committed by those with power. It is my duty to undo and compensate at least a fraction of the damage inflicted by the law enforcers' incompetence. Very well, I'll collect as much money as I can.
Your most important mission is saving people. Do something.
Being locked up in jail equals being sent to the gallows in the current situation. Both spell imminent death. The executors demand 10,000 per person. 20,000 is the best I can do. Hopefully, this will restore at least a shred of the lost faith in authority. It's a very lump sum. Thank you.
Where did those lazy bastards go?
So, you're having your people chart the infection hotspots on a regular basis now, aren't you? I would like to have a look. Okay, I got 20,000. Oh, not Maria. Victor. Victor, please give me 40,000. 40,000, come on.
Saburov has started a pointless manhunt. What a timely governor.
Will you help me free the innocent from jail? I'll present Saburov with an ultimatum. Soon he will see for himself how pointless and pernicious his idea has turned out to be. He thinks he can terrorize the people, but all he'll accomplish is to turn the people into a gang of armed thugs. By tomorrow I'll have pressed this matter and freed the innocent. There was an infected person in one of the cells. The fever had already spread in there. Okay, they may not survive until tomorrow morning. What are you suggesting? The executors guarding the prisoners happily take bribes when the governor isn't looking. They want 10,000 per person. We have barely any money left. 55,000, that's all I have left right now. Try intimidating the executors. Name drop the kinds. Tell them that we all know about their schemes. That they themselves will end up behind bars unless they let these people out of jail. They're masked. No one has seen an executor's face. Fine. Take 25,000? At least bail out several people. And I think I will still draft that ultimatum to Saburov. If we survive the epidemic, he and us, I swear, will remind him of all of this. Thank you. Are you serious? What are you guys doing by the cathedral? Oh, I think I spoke with them already. Are you serious? 25,000? That's like nothing. I can't pay out of pocket so much. Wait. I have almost 60,000. I just need one more 1,000. Huh. So, okay, let's go to a store. Preferably a clothes store, maybe. Well, I still want to have some money after this. Alright, let's free these people from jail. Esteemed Bachelor, I've got the money. Take it. Well, let them go then. Oh, we're going to miss these poor sods. Although I'm pretty certain the governor will soon provide us with new company. Oh, I hope you're not prone to missing things. That would look bad on your newly acquired working record. I'll make sure the governor assigns you to clean up infected houses. Great. Saburov has set free the people who were wrongly incarcerated, or at least those who did not die in prison. Unsurprisingly, the survivors are bitter beyond belief. Our governor's preventative measures may bring about the opposite result than intended. And I got nothing out of it. I just lost all my money. I think it's time to rob a house. Don't you guys think? I think it's time to rob a house. An egg. Come on, give me the egg. Give me the egg. Come on. There we go. Sweet. Perfect, 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 perfect. Seems... A med kit! Oh, I gotta save after that. Oh, that guy wasn't here. I didn't notice him. Oh, little girl. Perfect. No! What's the news? This Clara, the make-believe saint girl, is actually a dirty liar. Oh, really? Did she lie to you? Not to me, no, but I know very well that she's not who she pretends to be. Who is she then? When she lays her little hands on someone, people die. Everybody said she had a healing touch, but it's the other way around. Better avoid her embrace. Her hands are far from tender. Did you actually witness anyone die? My brother told me. He did. She walked right behind an armed mugger as he squatted trying to ambush someone. Brother was keeping an eye on him. Clara put her palms on his eyes. He gave a jolt and then went quiet and fell down stone cold very soon. And Clara just laughed and walked away. Quite a story. Sure enough. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's... Oh, wow! The loot! Those were some fucking... Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was really good, actually. Okay. Anna, what do you have to tell me?
Yeah.
Alright, I have a plan. I know how to protect myself from future harassment, so that they wouldn't ever dare treat me like they did yesterday. What with all the terrible tests. I'll bribe my way out with this. Bribe my haters away. Olgimski's greedy, and he could very well use some money now. Even if it's true, are you really wealthy enough to bribe Olgimski? I'm totally broke right now, but I know how to fix this. Will you help me? We'll split the gain. What, do you have a hidden treasure map or something? It's a treasure all right, but a tricky one too. It's attainable, but it wouldn't yield to me. That's why I need your help. Yours specifically, since I know that you're to be trusted. Go ahead then, tell me. You must be aware that I'm an outsider too, just like you. I came here a few years ago and stayed, for the fancy opportunities this place provides. You mean a ton of unsupervised children, right? Aren't you a piece of work? Is that really your business? Keep talking. Well, I didn't travel alone. I had a companion. He was a snake charmer. When the caravan persecutioners and arrests started, his back was broken with an iron bar. So he's a usurer now, a spider of a usurer, weaving a net of debtors. He must have amassed a ridiculous fortune. Imagine how much there is to be extorted. What does that have to do with me? He's your companion. He's yours to exploit. You can tell him you've stumbled upon his past. We've been covering for each other, up until now. But the caravan is somehow becoming hot news again. The kinds will bury us alive when they hear about it, unless the children themselves get to us first. The children themselves? Are you serious? Surely you know that the children of this town possess the means to do great harm. Take Capella for one, or the bloodthirsty Khan, or Notkin Solonahavs, who can easily set their dogs upon us. Oh, I'd serve the Sabrovs simply because they do not have a privileged offspring with a gang of fellow fanatics. If you're partners, why don't you ask him to help you out voluntarily? You're planning to bribe the people that threaten you, after all. He will likely share your woes. He's got the same in store for him, too. You're right. Sooner or later, he'll face the same situation. But he wouldn't spare me a single coin. No way. That's because he knows your real background too, so it wouldn't be too hard for him to get even with you, right? Do you need money or don't you? You can demand 100,000 from him. He'll shell out as much as you want him to. And you'll get half the sum if you stop asking pointless questions. Alright, show me where he lives. Here lives the hunchback, who turned out to be Anna's accomplice from the caravan times. Or was he just an accomplice? Who knows what kind of relationship those two had? Interesting. Well, I'm out of here. No point in hanging around an infected... Oh. Get that knife. Get that knife. Hello! Yeah, no! Fuck! Ah. Oh, of course. He's gonna get beaten up and I'm not gonna get any of the loot. Ah, of course. I just got lost my health. And I'm exhausted again. Oh my god. I could sleep at Anna's place, but... Nah. What is it now? Ruben's note. My source is almost depleted. After many futile attempts, I am quite confident that the bacteria can be isolated. The enemy can be captured, though you are likely to be terrified by what it would take. Come see me as soon as you can. The hunting parties that track me down are liable to discover my hideout any moment. I am on my last legs. Stock Ruben. Good riddance. Finally some info from Ruben. Okay. Wilginskis. No! I just need a little sleep. Gotta sleep in your bed, Olgimsky. What you gonna do about it? Well, that did absolutely jack shit. I guess it's good that I picked up that med kit. Well, I don't know how long have I been recording for, but hopefully it's enough for a single episode. So, next time on Pathologic Bachelor route, we're gonna talk to Ruben. A lot, probably. And do the main quest. But for now, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!